Okay, so this is the Suzuki V-Strom 1000 XT that I've kindly been loaned by Suzuki. They loaned it me basically because I said very kind things about it when I worked at ABR magazine. I always liked it as a sort of a no-frills adventure bike. I did 8,000 miles in 6 months on that bike. Really enjoyed it. It was the first of the sort of the Generation 2 2014 model. This is a 2018 model, so it's got the revised styling, but it's effectively the same bike. Same engine, 1000cc, 6-speed box, same suspension. It's just got the spoke wheels of the XT, whereas the ones on the 2000 model had cast wheels. The idea was just to adventurise the bike a little bit, to sort of make it what I always felt it should be. You know, a little bit more aggressive or a little bit more adventure capable bike. A lot of people buy them for road touring, which is great, and I guess it's what they're good at. But I always felt, you know, you could make it a bit more rugged, a little bit more off-road centred. I don't think it's ever going to compete directly with an Africa Twin, but I thought it had always got a lot of untapped potential. So quite simply, I put some Barkbuster Handguards on just to stop the levers breaking. The ones that you get from Suzuki are standard. They're pretty terrible. As soon as you drop the bike, they snap off. That's no good. These are the Suzuki crash bars, so they're in the accessories catalogue. This is a Suzuki sump guard, 240 quid that one. You know, the only disappointing thing with the Suzuki, it's very difficult to make a very clever or good sump guard simply for the position of the oil filter and the header pipe. You know, this is not a great piece of design, just clamping on there, but it's about the best they can do with what Suzuki gave them. Also out the Suzuki catalogue, got these uprated off-road pegs, which are fully adjustable, and that pushes, can't really see it, but that pushes, the rubber insert pushes down to reveal a toothed edge. They're 240 quid, so a little bit pricey to be honest. Also got some SW Motech protection bits on, just to keep the crap and the damage or stones off that. I've got a scorpion can under there, you can just about see. That's just mainly to reduce a bit of weight and also replace the ugly black bazooka that's on the bike as standard. I think most important on this bike is the new Panniers. Suzuki launched the bike originally in 2014 just with some plastic ones, which weren't very good, weren't very spacious. They have for 2019 released their own aluminium boxes, but you know, like all OEM Panniers, they're never that great. So I've gone for some Bumot Evo Panniers, Defender Evos I think they're called. To be honest, I never was a huge fan of the original Bumots, just because they're a bit industrial looking. But I think these are a good looking pannier. Quick release system as well, which I really like. You know, that's a lot easier than the internal discs. Feels secure. Twin clasps. Outward opening. Bags in the top. In a bag. Obviously this one's cut around the exhaust. I went for the 31 and the 35 litres panniers just so it keeps them almost in line with the bars. I didn't want to be too far away from the bars. You know, they've been kindly supplied by the Adventure Bike Shop, which have loaned them me. So that's very kind of them. But I must say, they're a very good pannier. I also like the fact there's this toolbox here, which is really useful. So they're $899, which are a little bit more than an SW Motech or a Jivy. Less than a metal, so more than a Jivy and an SW Motech, but less than a Metal Mule or a Touratech. And I think for the money, they're probably the pick of the lot. What else we got? Michelin Anakee Wild, so a knobbly tyre, a 50/50. This is just to give me a bit more traction in the dirt. Obviously compromised on the road. You know, if you're going to be doing mainly road work, I just would not bother with a tyre like this. The new Anakee Adventures would probably be a much better bet, but for sort of these claggy, muddy conditions, which I wanted to put the bike down, then it's a compromise you really have to make. What I like about the V-Strom, tubeless rims. You know, you don't get that on the Africa Twin, and I think for me, it's just such a useful, beneficial feature to have on a bike. You know, getting a wheel out to change a tube on a bike like this with no centre stand, because they don't come with centre stands as standard, is an absolute nightmare. Whereas these, plug kit, be back on the road in 10 minutes time. Probably just need a radiator guard. What else? A cool cover. John came over from Cool Covers the other day, took the seat and measured it. So they're a made to measure seat cover, just designed to increase ventilation in hot climates, which is probably not as useful in wintry Britain. They're a bit pricey, it's sort of 70 quid, 65, 70 quid, but the thing is, they really are nicely tailored and they do work. I've had one on my Himalayan, I could do 600 miles a day on that Himalayan, so they do work. What else? I think that is about it. Barkbusters handguards, foot pegs, tyres, panniers. I've sort of softened the suspension a little bit. You know, the bike is supplied quite firm, so I've just dropped the preload a little bit, a couple of lines on the adjusters. I've also put some bar rise in, some SW Motech risers, probably about an inch in there. I didn't find that the cables could take any more before they started to feel a bit tight, so I've just put an inch on. So yeah, got full adjustment on the forks, so just wound it out for some softer preload, and also a few clicks out on the rebound and compression damping. All in all, hopefully that should make it a little bit more suitable to these conditions. So yeah, just going to take it out, going to get it muddy, going to hopefully stay upright, and see how we go. So that's it, V-Strom 1000 XT, 9,000 brand new for an XT, and I've probably got about 2 grand's worth of kit on that. 300 for the exhaust, 250 for the sump, Handguards 100, Panniers 899, tank bag. See, yeah, about 2 grand. So, you know, 11 grand. It's on parity with an Africa Twin. Not as good an off-road bike, but maybe if you're doing more motorway miles or more tarmac work, then it would be a better bet. I've always liked the charismatic engine of this V-Strom. I think it's got a bit more grunt than an Africa Twin, and it feels a little bit more old school charming. So, going to take it down these muddy lanes and see how we do. Cheers, bye.